Okay, hi. I'm going to quickly show you how to make a Twitter feed to install within your Moodle module. The Twitter feed will allow your students to communicate with each other, but will also give them up-to-date news and possibly contacts in the particular field that you're interested in. The module I'm going to deal with is the module Nurse 09109, which is to do with chemotherapy. So you'll see up here I've opened up the module in Moodle, and I've also opened up two tabs for Twitter, and you'll see why I'm doing that later on. So the first thing you do is you log yourself into Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, go ahead, create a Twitter account. It will take you a couple of minutes. Once you're in Twitter, go to your profile and settings, select settings, scroll down and pick widgets and create a new widget. And the widget we're interested in is a search widget. We're going to search for particular hashtags or particular handles. So the first hashtag we're going to put in is the code for the module, which is Nurse 09109. And I'm going to add some other terms. So I put in space, capital OR space. And I'm going to look for terms related to chemotherapy. So I'll put a hashtag for chemotherapy because I believe people will be talking about that. I'll then have a search for other chemotherapy related items. So this is where I use the other tab, otherwise it will clear out my search. And I'll put in chemotherapy. When I do that, you'll see various sites come up that are related to chemotherapy. So let's say I'm interested in that one. And then highlight the handle, Control C to copy into the widget, Control V to paste. And then I'll put another term, space or space, into my other version of Twitter, and chemotherapy again. And let's say I'm interested in this particular area. So highlight the handle again, Control C, back into the search term, Control V. I think that's enough to give a particular demonstration. And you'll see this is what my proposed Twitter feed or timeline will look like. So then create the widget, and that comes up with some code. I do Control C to copy that code and then into Moodle. In Moodle, if editing isn't turned on, then turn it on. And when you turn it on, when you go to the bottom of the left-hand panel, you'll get add a block. And I'm going to add an HTML block. So HTML, I'll then find the HTML block, which is there. I'm going to edit it, configure the block. I'm going to go into the block and give it a block title if I want. If you don't have all these icons available in your editor, all we do with this button. So click that, all your icons appear. Particular icon we're interested in this one, which is HTML source. So click on that. Do Control V to post in the code that was obtained from the Twitter application. Click Update. Click Save Changes. And you will have across here your Twitter timeline based on chemotherapy. So you've got a constant stream of updates. Now when a student goes into their particular Twitter application, and they tweet a message, and they tweet it using hashtag, in this case nurse09109, which is the hashtag for the module, and put in, for instance, this is a test message, and they send that or tweet it. Then that will appear in the Twitter feed eventually. Might take a minute or two to come through. Roll up to the top. And it is taking a bit of time. So you just have to wait for it as it comes through the system. I will look in my own timeline to see that I've sent the message. And there it is. This is a test message 2. And this is a test message. And it's using those codes. Back in. And there we go. It's now appeared through onto the Twitter feed. And that's basically all I wanted to cover. Thanks very much.